Hi everyone, today we're going to go over how to use the Rolland GS24 vinyl can cutter here in our graphics lab. So the image that I'm going to want to be cutting out today is this little image of a bird here. I chose it because a couple different things. A, it's pretty cute, and B, it's got a couple of thin lines, and there'll be a couple areas where we really want to show that detail in this image, such as in the feet, such as the eyes, and it also has a little watermark that we want to get rid of. So a couple things of why I chose this little bird here. So what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to go ahead to my start menu down at the bottom left here. Go ahead and click that, and I'm going to go all the way down to our Rolland product. So Rolland CutStudio, you'll go ahead, click down on that drop down menu, and you'll open up Rolland CutStudio. Now, once we've opened it up, we're not exactly sure how big this canvas size is going to be, but we know how big of artwork we can use based off of which vinyl we've selected. We select a larger roll of vinyl, we can have, obviously a larger image. If it's smaller and thinner, well, then we want to make sure that our canvas can reflect that. So how we're going to do that, we're going to go File, we're going to go to Cutting Setup. Now, what's normally selected is the last printer that's used, so that'll be our BN20. That's the actual printer cutter. The GS24, that is the vinyl cutter, so we want to make sure that we're using that one. For media size, we're going to go ahead and press Change. We don't want to just type in length and width. We want to actually make sure that we get the exact measurements from our machine. So we can go ahead, click Change, and then you'll go ahead and select Get from Machine. Now, because we're using a roll, it'll only change the width. The length is virtually unlimited because we have such a long roll. We usually buy in 25-yard lengths. Some of them, with more popular colors, will be in 50-yard lengths. So once we're happy with that, we can go ahead and click OK. And click OK again. And we see here, it's changed our canvas size. Now, the easiest way to actually import our image that we want to cut is I'm going to go ahead and make this smaller screen so I can have access to my photos, and I'm just going to click and drag it in. Now, it usually comes up as kind of a faded image. That's totally fine. That's just it showing that it's in the background and there's not actually anything being cut on this. So what I can go ahead and do is click on my image. Nothing selects, that's okay. I'm going to go up to Object. Then we're going to go down to Image Outline. This is where we're going to get our options to actually find our cut contours. And if we see here, I have that watermark still in the background, so we don't want that. But we do want everything else. So what I like to do is usually I go with contours only. So this shows just what we've found. And next you can go to extract contour lines. So we're going to use this slider, and we're going to change things around until we find our image proper. So you see here, when I had the image really dark, the contour lines would come up, or that watermark. So I'm going to want to make sure I turn it down to something more of an easier for the computer to find. Our thing that I don't normally use, but you can go remove thin lines. So anything that's super thin, it can go ahead and remove that for us. But for most times in our images, we will be fine without it. So once I'm happy with it, say I found all of my image details, it's all good, I can go ahead and click OK, or I can go on Image and Contour and check to make sure that I have everything that I want. And I can go ahead and click OK. So now we have two chickens. The first chicken that we had as our image that we uploaded, we can go ahead and press Delete. And now we have our secondary chicken here. If I want to make it larger or smaller, I can simply click on the corner and it'll scale and adjust. Now obviously we want to keep the proportions the same, so I can go ahead and press and hold down Shift, and it'll keep our proportions the same. So I'm going to go ahead and see how big I want my image, and it's good to go. So for size here, we have 5 inches by 7 inches down at the bottom. So you can go ahead and measure to make sure what size you want. So 2 inches, 4 inches. Our images always give a better design when they're larger, because we have more room to cut everything, and everything just comes out a little bit cleaner, a little nicer. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go File, Cutting, or I can go Cutting Preview, and it will show us what it looks like. So this is all good. I can zoom in if I want, scroll down, find my chicken, this is happy, and I can press Print. Now it's going to come up with our cut contours. Most of these we'll never need to change, but always come check with myself before you actually print, so that way we're not wasting any vinyl. The other thing is you want to consider is you want to make sure you put your image in the very bottom of the page. Now for instance, if I have my chicken floating up somewhere in the middle here, it is going to waste all this area below on cutting our image. So we want to make sure that it's not, let's say it's placed up there a little bit, cut in preview, now you see how much higher it is, and we're wasting all of this area. So you just go ahead and make sure it's placed down in the bottom. It doesn't have to be exactly in the bottom, but just a little bit of a buffer. And I usually try to go on one of the sides, just so in case I want to press or print 2 of them. So again, File, Cutting Preview, I'm happy with it, press Print, and then go ahead and press OK, and our machine will start cutting it out for us. If there's any problems, always be sure to come check in with myself, and I'll be happy to help you out.